Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. If you guys are new here, my name is Brittany, and if you've got the bug for beauty, then you've come to the right place, because here on my channel I do project pans, makeup tutorials, Bath and Body Works hauls, all things beauty and makeup, fragrance related. So if that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel, and let's go ahead and get started. So we have officially filled up my Empties bag, and we have filled up this bag right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the bulkiest items first. Both me and my husband went through 2 Head & Shoulders for Men shampoo and conditioner, and this is in the refreshing menthol scent. And you know what, I really loved this scent, and I love the way it makes my scalp feel. It just felt really cooling, and this one I noticed is a little bit stronger than the other Head & Shoulders. There's something about menthol that I'm actually kind of addicted to. I love it when products have a cooling or a burning sensation. I don't know if it's because I'm crazy or what, but I just love it so much. And the burning sensation, like from a peppermint or like a cooling sensation, not the sensation where you're like allergic to something, because that one does not feel good. So we went through 2 of these. So we always buy these. These are like a 12 out of 10. These are amazing. I just love how these shampoos 100% cure my itchy scalp. Now for the dandruff part, I do still suffer with dandruff, and especially because I have brown hair, it's really easy to see. I've tried so many shampoos and conditioners out there, I just can't really get rid of it. But whenever I have like flakes of dandruff, I just kind of like brush it off. Like, it's not really bad, but sometimes it is noticeable. But I'm just trying to make sure I take care of my scalp, such as whenever I come out of the shower, I don't go to bed with a fully wet head, because I notice that's when my dandruff is worse. This shampoo is pretty good for what it does, and it's also really affordable. And then we have here the L'Oreal Color Vibrancy conditioner, and I've had this for a very long time, probably since 2017, 2019. I used to work at a pharmacy, and I would get discounted beauty products, so I just kind of pulled this from my stash and just used whatever was left with it. And I mean, I like L'Oreal. It smells really good. This made my hair feel really soft, and for how old it is, it did a pretty good job at moisturizing my hair. My hair isn't colored at the moment, but if my hair was colored, I probably would repurchase this. And then we have the Garnier Whole Blend shampoo, and this is a hydrating shampoo with coconut water and vanilla milk. This stuff smelled absolutely amazing, and this collection, as well as the honey collection, I really love for my dry hair. It is amazing. Once I get through a lot of my hair care products, I'm probably going to repurchase this. It just made my hair feel really soft and moisturized. It also made my hair smell really delicious, and it was just amazing for my hair. And what I like to do is I will use the Head & Shoulders on my scalp, rinse that out, use this, mostly focusing on my ends, and it's just like the perfect hair care routine for me, and I can't wait to buy this again. And the last product that I have here is a Cantu Argan Oil Leave-In Conditioning Repair Cream, and I have been rebuying this for years and years and years. And you know what? This doesn't really have a scent. Back in the day, like around 2017, is actually when I first discovered this product. Around 2017, it had a really good smell to it. Like, I can't even describe it. It just smelled like a really great hair care product. But I don't know like what they did, but they completely took out the fragrance, and it doesn't really like smell delicious anymore. It just smells like I don't even know what it smells like, but it doesn't have that fragrance that I was addicted to. And you know what? I actually bought this not only because the product's good, but because I really loved the fragrance. It had like a vanilla cakey fragrance, and now it just smells kind of like a hair care product. And this one is supposed to deeply moisturize and protect your hair from overheated and overstyled hair. And my hair is definitely overheated. It is fried. I did get it cut recently. I do use hair tools almost every single day, unless I'm just cleaning all day and I just have my hair up in a bun. But I feel like this protects my hair. It makes my hair feel really soft, and this is a 10 out of 10. I am probably going to buy this for the rest of my life. And I recommend this especially for someone who has thick hair. And then moving on to some shower products, we have the Dove Lavender. We have the Dove Lavender Body Wash. And this took me about 4 months. Actually, I believe this was in a project pan. It took me a while to use up because I was exclusively using this for when I take my showers at night. But whenever I take nighttime showers, I love using lavender or like really calming scents to kind of help relax me. Whenever I am kind of winding down for the night, it's really relaxing. It calms my anxiety. I love going to bed with lavender. I like using lavender body lotions, lavender essential oils, lavender body sprays, basically anything with lavender because it smells amazing and it's really great. So I would probably rebuy this again. So this lavender here is kind of powdery and very creamy smelling. It doesn't have the scent of chamomile. It's just straight up lavender. I do enjoy it, but the lavender that I really love is lavender with chamomile because it has more of like a more like calming effect, I guess. Like it feels like creamier. It feels like more floral, I guess, versus just straight up lavender. So I wonder if Dove has a chamomile scent because that one is another one of my favorite scents. And then we went through the personal care body wash in the scent Jelly Beans. And this I got from Dollar Tree. This was a limited edition. I actually remember getting this in 2024. I was seeing on TikTok and YouTube that people were hauling this like crazy. This brand right here is a dupe for the Native brands, and the Native brand body washers are normally $10 to $13. I actually haven't used a Native body wash before, but coming up I'm probably gonna test those out. But yeah, this was a dupe from Dollar Tree and a lot of people like them. I actually fell for that. Now, it's not a bad body wash. It smells amazing. Actually, any scent from this brand smells really, really nice. However, the scent does not stay on your skin. It lathers up very nicely, but I felt like my skin didn't feel as clean as it does whenever I use a Dove body wash or a Bath and Body Works body wash. It felt like my routine was completely unfinished. So whenever I use this in the shower, I had to go back in with my other body washes and to kind of like get like the scent I want and to kind of fully clean my body. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a mental thing, but we ended up using this as a hand wash and it did pretty good with that, but I probably would not rebuy these again. So this one was, if I were to rate this, it's probably, in my opinion, like a 4 out of 10. It's not terrible. Like if I didn't have any money and I was like broke, I would probably buy this and I wouldn't complain. But if you're not on a super budget, I would suggest saving your $1.25 and investing in a Dove or Bath and Body Works body wash. And here we go again with more Dollar Tree body washes. These were a complete fail. I purchased these last year during the Christmas time. This one is in the scent Sugar Plum. This one is in the scent Hot Cocoa. Again, they smelled really nice. They only cost $1.25. They are by the Spothecary. And you know what? These were not good. They just felt like really cheap. And I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm bougie when it comes to my body washes, but the scent did not stay on my body, and it was just kind of irritating. So I ended up using both of these as a hand wash. I probably would not purchase again. These actually were not as lathering as I wanted them to be. So if you were to pick a body wash between this one and the last one that I showed you guys from Personal Care, I would rather use the Personal Care brand than these ones right here. And then I went through one of my all-time favorite body washes from Bath & Body Works, which is Carried Away. She was absolutely beautiful. This was my all-time favorite scent. And if they ever came back with this scent, I will probably buy multiple backups of this because she was just the perfect Y2K scent. It just smelled really breezy. It smelled like springtime. It smelled like butterflies and flowers. I've never really picked up a butterfly and sniffed it, but I feel like if a butterfly had a scent, it would smell like this. It just reminds me of springtime, you know, like a field of wildflowers, beautiful. It's really perfumey, and it's one of my favorite scents. And this one is from 2011 or 2012, and this performed amazingly. So I will always repurchase Bath & Body Works body washes. And next we have my Project Pan body wash, which is the Tree Hut Twinkling Topaz. And I got really bored with this scent. I liked it when I very first got it, and then for some reason it just did not smell as good to me. It didn't smell bad, but it was just kind of like, I don't know what it was. I just didn't really like it. And I just felt, I don't know what it is. Like it has like a really fruity scent, but there's like this underlying scent from it that I didn't really like, and I cannot put my finger on to what it was. But the scent notes are guava and starfruit. It was a beautiful Christmas scent, and I believe it came out in 2024. I'm glad I didn't purchase the body lotion in this, but yeah, this took me forever to use, and I don't know, I just didn't really like it. So I probably would not repurchase this scent, but I love Tree Hut body washes. It did a nice job hydrating my skin, which is why I kept using it. And honestly, the Tree Hut body washes are better than Bath & Body Works in my opinion. They're just really hydrating, and they make my skin feel really soft. And it's probably because it has... See, does it have hyaluronic acid? So this one has avocado, kiwi, and orange oils. Okay, so this one does not have hyaluronic acid. I thought it did for some reason, but yeah, this one, the scent I didn't like, but the body wash I'll always repurchase. Next, we went through 3 body scrubs. We have Rainbow Sherbet. This one I purchased from Target on clearance. This one was a really great Rainbow Sherbet scent. It actually smelled more like lime than anything else. I didn't really get as many fruity notes in this as I would have liked, but I enjoyed using this, and this is actually my very last backup. I think I bought 3 of them last year, and she is completely done. And then I used the Sental Haze, and I actually took this with me on vacation, and that was when we went to Colorado last year. This one is a beautiful scent. This one I would probably keep in my stash like forever. I'm still using the body wash, but this one, oh my god. It just smells like summertime or like a fresh hotel. Like, it smells really clean, but also warm and cozy smelling. I feel like it's a great everyday scent. And I feel like this would pair really well with the Bath and Body Works Book Loft scent. It just has like that warm, cozy feeling, and that's what I love about it. Okay, so I don't know if these are the scent notes or if it's what's in it, but it says ashwagandha and turmeric. I don't know if those are scent notes. I think it's just like the ingredients. It still smells really good. I feel like it smells like vanilla, sandalwood, and it kind of has like a summery... I don't know what that scent is. I don't want to say Sol de Janeiro because it's not sweet, but maybe if you were to take that caramely pistachio scent from Sol de Janeiro and take it out of that and replace it with like a warm thing, like a summer scent, that's what it smells like. Next, I finished my second container of the Jelly Bear. And you know what? This one smelled great when I first used it. I was using the body wash as well, and I don't know what it is. It just... I liked it at first, but it didn't have that fruity Jelly Bear vibe that I like. Like, it still smelled fruity, and I actually like this better than Twinkling Topaz because it's more fruitier, but it didn't really smell like a jelly bear. I don't know if it lost its scent or what, but it just... I don't know, I was using it and I just kind of got bored with it. Maybe there's like too much citrus in here or something. And then the scent notes are pomelo and apple. I feel like this needed like cherry or lime, maybe more of like a sugary scent. I haven't had a gummy bear in a long time, so I can't remember what they smell like, but yeah, this just didn't really do it for me. I would repurchase the scrub, but I probably wouldn't rebuy this scent. And next I finished the Asquith and Somerset Apricot and Mango scrub. I got this from TJ Maxx a long time ago, and I really was drawn to the scent. However, I hated the scrub. And as you can see, look at how big this container is. I absolutely hated this scrub. It was really waxy, it stuck to my shower, and as you can see, I still have a little bit left. I ended up using it as a hand scrub, but even after using it as a hand scrub, my hands still felt waxy. And I continued using this because I paid $6 for this. I know $6 isn't a lot of money. That feeling didn't go away. It only went away when I used a hand soap after using this. The scent is absolutely beautiful. It has the perfect combination of apricot and mango. And I actually got this because it went with a Caress apricot body scrub that I have. And I really wanted to bring out the sense of an apricot, but this one was a dud for me. Next, I finished the Panoxyl Foaming Face Wash, and I use this for my thighs, and then I also use it for my face at least 3 times a week, just to kind of get rid of any blackheads that I have. I don't really suffer from like pimples or anything. Occasionally I will get some pimples right here. It kind of prevents my face from getting like a buildup of like texture, and this is a 10 out of 10. The only thing about this is I really don't like the scent. I think the scent is like a benzoyl peroxide scent or something, but it just doesn't smell good at all. But it's not bad enough to stop using this scent, so I will always repurchase this. And you know what? We didn't really go through too many hand soaps for this Empties because right now I'm using a lot of bar soaps. They don't really have a packaging on them, but I have been going through quite a bit of bar soaps. And then I went through a Homework Snow Day hand wash. And this one smelled really good. It was just like a basic winter scent. It smells like pine and snow during Christmas time. And this container is huge. I got this from TJ Maxx and I paid $5 for it, so not at all a bad deal. And I like these bottles here because for $5 you get 23 ounces versus the Bath & Body Works hand soap, which you only get 8.75 ounces. So this is a better deal, and I feel like these are comparable to the Bath & Body Works hand soaps because this scent is amazing and they do linger on your hands, which I really like. And in case you guys don't know, Homeworks does sell candles as well, and they also have body products. And the regular price is $7 to $8 a bottle, and honestly I probably would pay $8 because this lasted me almost 2 months, so it's a really good deal. It's an 11 out of 10 for me. I will always rebuy this if I find them at a discount. And then I went through a Mitchell Design Works Palm Breeze hand soap, and I love these hand soap. It was a foaming hand soap and made my hands feel soft and scented. The scent is very clean and summery, and it smells like fresh palm trees. And it says on the front here, it has the scent of an island bouquet. They retail for $12, but at TJ Maxx I paid $7 for this. Mitchell Design Works is one of my favorite hand soap companies. Aside from Bath & Body Works, I always rebuy products from this brand. And next I went through a bottle of M-Lactin. I love M-Lactin. It's basically an exfoliating body lotion, and it's great for your inner thigh area. It has 12% lactic acid, and it's great for rough and bumpy skin. And it makes my skin feel really soft and hydrated throughout the day. And what I like to do is I will use these on my legs and my arms, and then I will put a Bath & Body Works lotion on top. And it just sinks in nicely. This is fragrance free, so it's perfect for layering if you're like me and you like to wear like Bath & Body Works sprays and lotions. This stuff is amazing, and I got this from Costco for like $18. So if you guys see this at Costco, snag it up because it's an amazing deal. Anywhere else you're gonna end up paying $23 to $24, which is kind of pricey, but even for that price it's worth it. And I still have like this much left, so I'm gonna cut it open and use the rest of it. But this is an amazing forever purchase. I will buy it for the rest of my life. And then I have another M-Lactin body lotion, and this one has 7% lactic acid with vitamin C, and this one was actually a cream. It was really thick, and what I did is I actually used this for my inner thigh area because I am kind of on the chunky side. My thighs rub together and it does cause a lot of friction, so whenever I am done using a body scrub, when I'm out of the shower, I will put this on, and it makes my legs and thighs look and feel amazing. It kind of makes my legs feel glowing, and I feel like that's perfect for the summertime. I'm glad I purchased this at a discount because I know for sure I'm going to be keeping this in my routine forever. The next lotion that I went through was the Bath & Body Works Butterfly Flower. Oh my god, this scent was beautiful. It's just perfect for the springtime or summertime, and it just smells like beautiful flowers. It was just amazing. I love it. And there's no scent notes on here, but it just smelled like springtime. It was great. If they brought this scent again, I probably would repurchase. And another lotion that I went through was the Dark Kiss Bath & Body Works lotion, and I just used this for a hand lotion. it was kind of drying out on me a little bit, and the scent kind of faded, but it still made my hands feel really moisturizing, and this is one of my all-time favorite scents. If you don't know what Dark Kiss smells like, it just smells really musky. I feel like it's a scent for like a more like mature woman. Yeah, it just smells beautiful. And I've always been gravitated towards like musky, dark berry kind of scents. It just, it reminds me of Sensual Amber, and it has like a sensualness that I like about it. This is like a 10 out of 10. I would rebuy. And you guys know, if it's from Bath & Body Works, I will most likely buy it. It's very rare that I hate a scent. And then for skincare, I completely used up the Heavenly Glow Wellness Glow Toner. And I love this stuff. I purchased this from a small business in my local area. And the girl who owns it does custom skincare, and I actually highly recommend this brand. I'm not sure if she does shipping, but you can follow her at Heavenly Glow Wellness on Instagram. And this was just a really nice toner. And if I were to rate this, this one was a 10 out of 10. And then I have the Dollar Tree Skin Nutrition Botanicals Tea Tree and Salicylic Acid Face Wash. I really like this product. I feel like it helped a little bit with my redness because I suffer from redness in the cheek area here. It did make my skin feel really hydrated, but I'm not really sure if I would rebuy this again. Maybe if I am desperate for a tea tree item and I don't have money to buy something nicer from like Ulta or Sephora, I'll probably buy this, but I'm kind of branching out into better skincare. But I still love my Dollar Tree skincare products, and I feel like it did a pretty good job unclogging my pores. It made my skin feel really clean, and the scent was tolerable, so I would probably rebuy this. I finished the Simple Micellar Water Hydrating, I keep wanting to say toner. This is not a toner, this is a micellar water. I don't know, but they're kind of the same thing, you know what I mean? It just takes off your makeup. This one was pretty good. I paid $4 for it at TJ Maxx. I used to use Simple Skincare way back in the day, like in 2013. And I did buy this because I'm not sure why I bought it. Maybe I just wanted to use this brand again. It's a great micellar water. I use it mostly for a toner. And it takes off your skin. I mean, it does not take off your skin. It takes off your makeup nicely. Ooh, when I was thinking about taking my skin off, I just got goosebumps. That sounded really gross. Oh my god. This takes off your makeup nicely. If I were to rate this, I would say it's an 8 out of 10. It's not my favorite, but it does make my face feel a little bit hydrated. It does its job. The toner and makeup remover that I really like is a Valjean Labs from TJ Maxx. I like this one versus this one. This one right here is like my holy grail. And this is an 8 out of 10. And then I went through a pack of Biofill makeup remover wipes. This is from Dollar Tree. These are amazing. I feel like these are comparable to the Neutrogena wipes. You get 25 towelettes for $1.25, so not much. They're really great wipes, and they did have a pretty good scent to them. And if I saw this at Dollar Tree, I probably would stock up. I feel like with a smaller packaging, it's great for traveling or keeping on your desk. So this is, well, you know what? For 25 towelettes, I have to do the math on that. Maybe it's not a good deal. I mean, this lasted me about, I would say like 2 weeks, so that's not bad for $1.25. I probably would recommend the Walmart brand Neutrogena dupes because that one's only for $5 and you get like 60 or 70 wipes. So honestly, I probably won't repurchase this, but this is not a bad product. If you're on a super tight budget, then I do recommend it. If you want to save money, then purchase the Walmart brand wipes. We have some hand wipes here by BioPure, and these are the peach champagne wipes, and it comes with 40 in a pack, and I like using these as a hand wipe, and these are like a 10 out of 10. I would repurchase. I buy these all the time, and they come with so many different scents at Dollar Tree. So this is an amazing find, and I highly recommend these. And I found some more skincare. I finished the Garnier Skin Active Soothing Cleansing Milk, and this is just a makeup remover. And you know, I don't know if it's geared towards fully being a makeup remover, but you can use this as like a hydrating face wash. And I liked it. I purchased this back when it first came out. Back when I was working at that pharmacy. I probably wouldn't re-buy it again. I feel like it did a good job and it cleansed my makeup. I don't know, maybe I got tired of the scent. I'm not really a rose scented person, so maybe that's what it was. But I probably would try another face product from the Garnier brand because it's really good. And back in the day, the Garnier Fructis actually had a face gel that I really loved, and they discontinued it. I'm gonna have to go back to CVS or Walgreens to see if I can find more, but I remember really loving that cream. And I like their micellar water as well as their other skincare products. I'm gonna have to check to see if they have any new products, but this is a really great brand. This is a 10 out of 10 and I do recommend it. Then we have the Dermasol Labs Oat Milk Toner from Dollar Tree. I love this stuff. This is like an 11 out of 12. It made my face feel really hydrated and soft, and it didn't have a super bad odor to it. It was just a perfect toner, and if they had this in a bigger bottle, I probably would repurchase. However, I'm also using a new milky toner from Thayer's, and I'm going to see how that one does because that one is in like a huge bottle versus this tiny bottle here. And you know what, I actually went through 2 of these toners. But anything from this brand from Dollar Tree, I love. I love their skincare. Amazing, 10 out of 10, perfect for dry skin. And then I completely finished 2 bottles of the Equate Beauty oil-free makeup remover. And this one is comparable to the Neutrogena makeup remover. These are really good. They don't make my face feel super oily. They take my makeup off amazingly, even my waterproof makeup. I'm currently using a Cetaphil makeup remover, but I would rebuy because these are only $4 or $5 a bottle. They are pretty small, but I highly recommend these if you wear a lot of waterproof or lip stains. These are perfect. And these are like a 10 out of 10. Next we have a Cure, what is this called? Brilliantly Brightening Night Cream. This one is a pretty good night cream. However, I think this one may have expired because it had like that old smell to it, but it still made my skin feel really hydrated. I probably would buy again from this brand. I think I got this in a Target beauty box for Christmas one year. I probably would rebuy it, and I actually cut open the top and I completely scraped out the remainder. But this is a really good hydrating night cream. I really like the Acura brand. And this one I believe was an elephant dupe from Dollar Tree, and this is a really good moisturizing face gel. It was really lightweight, made my skin feel hydrated, but it was a really light moisturizer. I feel like it's perfect for wearing under makeup. But if you need something heavier, then you probably wouldn't like this one. But I use this every single time I did makeup tutorials, and it just balanced out my skin without being without it being too cakey. And I for sure would rebuy this again. It's a 10 out of 10 and I highly recommend it. I feel like this is great for people with combination skin, dry skin, even oily skin. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend the Global Beauty Care skincare products. And then we have the Botanic Simply Calm Face Cream. This one was a really nice cream. It had a pleasant smell to it. It just smelled fresh. And I believe I paid $15 for this. And I was using this for, I think, a year and a half. Or maybe it was a full year. I can't remember. I got this at Walgreens on clearance. I actually purchased their entire collection because I got it for like $8, which is an amazing deal for a face cream. And this brand is really good. If you're into like vegan products or like plant-based skincare, you probably would like this. It was really moisturizing. It was just a really great everyday face product. And then we have the Dollar Tree Be Pure Bubbling Face Mask. I actually hauled these during my last Dollar Tree haul. You can check that a few videos back. You know what? These, I really wanted to like these. These actually had a pretty good scent, especially this pina colada scent right here. It says it's supposed to be bubbling, and I didn't have any bubbles. I mean, it made my face feel like nice. It wasn't enough to really like do much for my skin. So if I were to rate these, honestly, these are like a 3 out of 10. I would not repurchase these at all. And you know what? I was actually disappointed because I wanted to have that bubbling effect. This is why I purchased these. I love that these were like drink inspired. They smelled exactly what it says in the packaging, but again, no bubbles. I was disappointed. I would not rebuy. And then I finished the Home Bright Brazilian Soul Fragrance Booster. This you basically put in the wash along with your detergent, and you know what? This sucked. This is like a 1 out of 10. It smelled pretty good in the bottle. I guess it's supposed to smell like Sol de Janeiro, but I don't know. I didn't really get any scent from it. It just, my clothes just smelled like the Tide detergent that I was using. I don't recommend these. I would not repurchase. It didn't really add anything to my clothes. And if I'm going to spend money on a fragrance booster, I need to actually smell it. So I do not recommend these. 1 out of 10. Terrible. I don't like it. I finished the ginseng mask from Miss A, and this is supposed to be anti-aging and brightening, and you know what? I like this a lot better than those Be Pure face masks. It makes my face feel really nice. I didn't notice an immediate effect like with the brightening, but I probably would repurchase again from Miss A. These masks are pretty good. And maybe it's the effect of wearing a sheet mask that I really like you feel like you're in a spa. So I recommend this because it's an affordable price. I wouldn't pay anything more than like $2 for a face mask. But these are pretty good. And speaking of spa days, we have the Splash Caffeine Depuffing Eye Mask. These were terrible. They completely clumped on me and they completely dried up. I mean, look at this. This is terrible. There's barely any product left in here. I don't know what happened, but they completely dried. And it honestly makes me nervous for the jelly mask that I just purchased. I don't know what happened with this one. I'm actually currently using the rose and hyaluronic acid ones that I really like, but this one I don't recommend. And this one is the caffeine product. And next we have more products from Be Pure. We have hand sanitizers. I went through a jasmine dragon fruit, a strawberry cake, mocha coffee, and then I have a very pregnant look at that. A very pregnant Brazilian caramel scented hand sanitizer. I love these. These are a 10 out of 10. I will always rebuy these. However, if you live in Arizona or you live in 100+ degree weather, I don't recommend leaving these in the car because they will stay out all night and get pregnant. I don't even know who the father is. I took it out of my car because I was worried this was going to explode. And another thing too, I had like a little bit left, but this completely dried out on me. I only used this like 4 times and the heat completely sucked all the moisture out of here. But I highly recommend using these if you carry it inside your purse or on your desk or at work or something. These are a 10 out of 10. Next, I finished 2 fortune cookie soap products. This one here is the body cream, and this is in the scent Star Command. And this one smelled pretty good. It kind of smelled really fruity, like a candy. And I couldn't use the rest of it because it completely dried out on me. But I wish I could repurchase this, but Fortune Cookie Soap went out of business last year, which is really sad because they were one of my favorite small businesses that I love supporting. Their skincare, their body care, their little fortune cookie themed hand soaps were absolutely amazing, and I always spent a lot of money at that small business. I wish they were still in business so I could rave about these products because they were really amazing. And you know what, their whipped cream body butters, oh my god, they would have you feeling soft for like 2 days straight, and the scents were out of this world. Like, you guys know how much I love Bath and Body Works. The Fortune Cookie soap, perfumes, and the body sprays, even their hair conditioner, everything smelled beautiful, amazing. They were all like homemade, created by a small team in Ohio, I think. And they're just amazing. And then next I used the Party Pooper toilet spray, and I don't know what it is. I didn't really like this. Okay, is it gonna focus? There it goes. So I didn't really like this. This was inspired by the Trolls movie, and it just kind of smelled, I don't know, like weird for a toilet spray. Kind of had a musky scent to it, and I just did not like this. I just use Febreze or room sprays to cover up poop smells. But yeah, this one wasn't really good, but the body cream I liked. And I forgot a little hand sanitizer here. I used the Bath and Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake. Amazing, I love this scent. I have a whole container of Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers that I need to get through. I'm always like cycling through them. Lastly, we have some makeup and some nail polishes. So these I actually did not fully use up, but they did dry out on me. This one is the Wet n Wild glazed nail polish, and this one was a really good everyday pink. I love the Wet n Wild nail polishes, and as you can tell, this is a very, very old bottle. Like, I feel like I've had this since my early 20s, which was a long time ago, nearly a decade ago. A decade and 4 years. So this lasted me a long time, and I used about this much. And it just like completely dried out. It's not really dried out, but it's really goopy. And I tried saving it with a nail polish thinner, and it just didn't work out. So she's getting tossed. Next, the same thing happened. My Sally Hansen Hard as Nails color, and this is in the shade Tough Love. This was a great December scent. I actually tried putting it on my nails and it was just really goopy and it made a mess. But I really love the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails collection. These go on really smooth and I love the colors in this collection. It is like the perfect red. And I might have to replace this one because I don't have a red like this in my collection. So Sally Hansen is like a 12 out of 10. I would always rebuy the products. And then I finished 4 mascaras. We have the Maybelline Great Lash, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. I like this one. This one I actually decluttered because I feel like the scent smelled really weird. And honestly, it smelled kind of stinky to me. So I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe it went bad in the packaging when I bought it, but I only paid like $5 for this at Fry's. Would I rebuy it? Probably not. I'm like a Maybelline wearer, so I don't know. I might try another L'Oreal mascara. I used to wear L'Oreal mascara in the past, and I did like their products, but I really like my cakey eyelashes. So in the future, I would buy, if I were to rate this one in particular, I would say it's like a 6 out of 10. Like, it made my lashes feel really good, but the smell I did not like. And then we have the LA Girl, or actually it's an LA Colors mascara, and this is in the shade Aqua. And I used this a couple of times. This was a great mascara. I found this at Dollar Tree, I think last year, and I enjoyed this mascara. It stayed on my lashes nicely, and this was waterproof, and I only paid $1.25, and this was probably one of the best cheaper mascaras I have used from LA Colors. And if they had other colors, I probably would give them a try. And I did like their formula. I use this with black mascara as well. But I do feel like you have to work with it to get the color to go on nicely. So this was a 10 out of 10 and I would repurchase. Next we have the Maybelline Sky High Waterproof Mascara. Oh my gosh, the wand on this one is amazing. It looks like a really simple wand, but it makes your lashes so long and lengthy. It is seriously the best mascara I have ever used. One of my favorite. This is a 12 out of 10 for me. It is one of my favorites. This is actually going to be the next mascara that I'm going to buy, especially for my vacation. And I like using this with simple makeup looks because if I just have a one color look, kind of like how I'm wearing today, just like one full color, and I use this on top, it just makes it really simple, and I don't have to keep reapplying the product to get my lashes the way I want them to. And when it comes to mascaras like this, I put like 5 coats of mascara on to get the full volume. But for this one, you need like 2 coats and you're good to go. This is great for on the go, for traveling. I highly, highly recommend the Sky High mascara for everyone. Even if you have short lashes or you don't have very many lashes, it just makes it look beautiful. And unlike the bubble mascara and the Maybelline Falsies, it's not really a cakey mascara. It really separates your lashes nicely, and the bristles on this are really fine and small, so it's perfect for the lash separation and volume. And then we have another Dollar Tree product. We have the Be Pure Essentially Ageless Primer, and I use this for like 6 months, and this is a pretty good primer for $1.25. I feel like it might be duping a high-end primer that I've actually used in the past. I think it's called the Benefit Primer, because it really does a good job hiding your pores. But if you were to splurge on a primer, I probably would rather spend money on the higher end product. But if you're on a budget, this is still a really great product for $1.25. I don't see them at Dollar Tree anymore. Let me know in the comments if you guys have found this, but I probably would rebuy again. I'm gonna give this like a 7 out of 10. Like, it didn't like fully get rid of my pores like the Benefit primer does, but it did a good enough job that I could still film a YouTube video and not have to worry about feeling too cakey or having my pores show through. So this is a pretty nice one. And lastly, I have 2 Project Pan makeup items. So I really hate to do this, but I am completely getting rid of my NYX Love in Florence palette. I feel like these eyeshadows do not perform as great as they used to. This purple one too, it doesn't really swatch as great as it used to. I don't know, they just don't feel as buttery as they used to. And it just took me so long to create a makeup look with this. I was gonna wear this palette for today's video, but right now I'm just wearing my Beauty Bay palette. And what it is, I kind of replicated that purple. And the Beauty Bay palette is amazing. So I'm just going to end up using this instead, and I'm going to completely declutter this. I also feel like using old makeup like this. I think I've had this since 2015. I feel like it's not good for your eyes because you could probably get, you can get like bacteria or like sty. I just don't want to take the risk, and I did use it up. I did love it. I really liked the formula of this at the beginning, but I think it's time to say goodbye to this one. And another product that I'm going to get rid of, I was trying to use this product up. This is a Maybelline Fit Me highlighter and blush in the shade Coral, and this was a great product. It was beautiful. I love the color. The formula was good, but I have been noticing that it's harder to get the product out. And the formula just feels kind of dry. And that's why I'm letting it go. And plus, this keeps falling off, and it was kind of irritating me, and it's probably going to end up getting even more drier than it already is. And I purchased this back when Big Lots was still in business for only $2. I'm going to have to check to see if Maybelline still sells this product in this shade, because I probably would repurchase this. The color is beautiful, perfect for summertime, and I really love my orange blushes, and I also love wearing them in the fall time as well. So this product was a 10 out of 10 for me. And that completes the video. I feel like I got through so many products. I'm actually surprised that I went through as many makeup products as I did, because those are slower to get through. And I'm actually glad I decluttered some of the older eyeshadows and face products from my collection, because as my YouTube channel is growing and I'm testing out more beauty products, I want to make room for products that I will fall in love with and use every single day. And I don't want to have any more breakouts using older products. So I'm actually proud of myself that I got through all of those products. And let me know how you guys are doing with your Project Pan or your Empties. Are you going through a lot of products? I feel like the next time I do an Empties video is going to be maybe a long time from now, because I actually just opened some new skincare. So the next time I film an Empties video, it's going to be like in the middle of fall time, like October, November maybe. 4 months from now is Thanksgiving month. Can you guys believe how fast this year is going? Holy cow. So I try my best to have like an ongoing Project Pan with all of my makeup and skincare products. So it might be November when you guys see another Empties products, but I also have a home fragrance Empties. That one's going to be a big one because I've been going through my old stuff, burning all my candles and wax melts. So stay tuned for that video. But thank you so much for watching. You know, I love doing these Empties videos. They're so much fun to review all these products, and I love figuring out what worked for me, what didn't. I love watching Empties videos. That way it can help me make smarter purchases, like whenever I buy from Dollar Tree especially. I like to save money, and you know, I don't want to be like spending money on something that's not going to work for me. And hopefully I can help you guys out with making smarter decisions as far as if products work out for you or not. But thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure to be kind, pay it forward, drink water, eat your vegetables, eat your fruits, take a 30-minute walk, stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.